thought it I just thought it wise, maybe to rebuff, to go back and maybe talk about self-awareness. But let's just define self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability to understand yourself, your thoughts, emotions, strengths, values, beliefs, and the reasons. So for you to be self-aware, you must identify these angles. You have understand your soul, emotions, strengths, weaknesses, and everything. You don't stop there. You must study them, how they affect you, and how it affects maybe the people around you. Two, most people study the world outside them, but rarely take time to study themselves. Most people always try to please people around them, maybe to try to understand how people react, how people act, but they fail to just study themselves. How do I react? What are my values? What do I bring in? Me personally, when like before I was there, like before I clocked 24, really the world was just within a menace. I tried to understand people, maybe how they act, how they react, maybe like how I could please them. But along the way, I understood that all I was doing was just vain. But to first ask myself, what are my values? What really do am I? And what did I discover? What am I? I am meant for a great purpose. I'm meant to just leave the past and maybe move on with the present. That's how I have to cut out friends who are not realistic and maybe move on with the future. Second, what was my great strength? That's the question I asked myself. What was my great strength? My great strength was in self-realization. Self-realization, that meaning that I had a great future ahead. And probably me trying to cling to the past was just a mere disaster to myself. Not only maybe to myself, even to my future. And that's how I had to take on the tribe. Maybe to start this academy, to invest my knowledge, to start learning mental health, maybe to define my attitude and behaviors, to take on new numerous professions. I remember after me defining myself, I got a job in a cafe job. I was a barista for 9 months. But after that, I realized that I was not meant to be a barista. And I was supposed to go. And that's how I had to just wake up. I had to sit down, prepare, and I had to tender the resignation. And yeah, I had to resign because I was not meant to be a barista. And me continuously doing that job was going to just wear me out because I was not doing for passion and there was no purpose in that. Third question you ask yourself, what is holding you back? Is it your friends? Is it your stupid behaviors? Is it your recklessness? Is it maybe like your actions? No. I always tell people, your actions can ruin your destiny within just a second, or integrity that you're going to take years. You will. So you are an individual, you should always ask yourself, how, how do I react? How does it affect people around you? What action am I going to take and how does it affect people around you? Third, what value that guide your decision? What guide your decision? Is it emotions? Is it logic? Is it sense? Is it a behavioral pattern? Yes, you should ask yourself. Am I becoming what I want to be? That's one of the most crucial questions you should ask yourself. Along the way, maybe in everything you are executing as a person, am I really moving toward the destiny? Am I really becoming what I want to be? That's why I had to resign, because I was not becoming what I wanted to be. Instead, I was every day downtrodden, and I was just losing it. And I had to just resign and fit back. Leave it alone when I got into trouble with police, I had to go back to study because, irrespective of maybe doing the work, I wasn't really doing it well. So I started and performed excellently, and I had to do the work. And because now I see why I'm doing. So there are some things that you should ask yourself. Maybe what are the maybe levels of self-awareness? Okay. So self-awareness of your actions. Let me tell you this. Your beliefs leads to actions. So if you believe that you're bad, then you're bad. If you believe that you're able, then you are able. You are able. And if you believe that you're not capable, then you're not capable. So when you believe positive things, then they are going to make you take actions for the positive things. And the positive things will elevate you to great ladders of emotions. So self-awareness, second, self-awareness of emotions. What are my emotions? What are my emotions? Emotions are the messages, okay? Not masters. So emotions are just messages. They don't master you. They don't tell you what to do. It's you to decide. So let not your emotions control you. Instead, when the messages come, when your thoughts, your emotions, when the messages come, you must refine them and you master them. You see, you got this, you got this, you got this one, and afterwards you be aware. You know, to just maybe calm down. Let us say anger, like anger reveals pain, fear reveals insecurity. But the question that you should always ask yourself is, why am I feeling this way? So if you really feel that maybe you're being angry and you're really too pain, it is paining you. You're fearing, but you feel that there is insecurity. You should ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Before you may be making or maybe taking action. So taking an action, it should be that thing that is going to help you in the future. When you go on third is self-awareness of your impact. What impact are you bringing in the community? Is it running people? Is the impact of doom? Is it that it's going to change the world? Or maybe you're just there. So you as an individual, you must sit yourself down. You set your mind. You ask yourself, which impact am I really bringing? But in everyday life, you should ask yourself, if not changing to refine your attitude, the impact I'm going to make. And if you see it's not positive, then try to make it. So we go dive on another chapter. Dangers of not having self-awareness. What could be like? How does it feel? You not being aware. Huh? Okay. So you ask yourself one thing. So that I'll just let us maybe dive through. I'll try and maybe we shall not explain them. One, you blame others for everything that is happening. So instead of you realizing that this is bad, it's happened in my life, and maybe looking for the solution, you start blaming others. How does it, you find that the time you reach somewhere where you can't change the situation and you're just there? You repeat the same mistake. You make a mistake, someone tells you this is a mistake, but because you're not self-aware, you don't want to recognize that behavior pattern and you understand this is bad. Hey, it's okay. Again, next time you do the same mistake. To realize it's going to be too late. And you won't find a reference. You refuse correction. Those pig-headed people in a company, those managers. Someone does a mistake. You tell him, manager, this is like this. Someone says, no, it's not like that. He doesn't want to be corrected. So hurts people without realizing. The truth is, if you can't be aware of your actions, your thoughts, the truth is, if you know you hurt people, you really won't care because, or else maybe even before you're rising, it's just like that. So the truth is, self-awareness, you must know. So the truth, let us maybe reflect on this as we are individual, as I'm concluded. I want you to reflect on this. I want you to reflect. Think about it. Okay? Before you ask the world to understand you, take time to understand yourself. Before you complain why the world doesn't understand you, take time to understand yourself. Because no one is going to understand you. But you first understand yourself for people to understand you. So stop asking yourself those silly questions. Why people are not understand you? Why people hate you? Why people don't help you? Why I'm not getting the job? What? Ask yourself. So the last question, I'm just posing this question to you. Let us talk, maybe discuss. Let us discuss maybe and see how. Let us discuss. So, what is that one thing about yourself that you have recently discovered that changed the way you see? That's a question. Last episode of self-awareness. So the next episode we are going to talk about why most people never truly know themselves. Why most people never truly know themselves.